I'm Rachel Kirkland with WashingtonExec, and I'm here today with Deanna Ceban, Vice President of Health at SAIC. Deanna, thank you so much for coming on to talk about the American Heart Association and your new role as chair of the Heart of Greater Washington campaign, which includes the Greater Washington Region Heart Ball. Why is supporting the American Heart Association so important to you?
Thank you, Rachel. Well, we all have a personal connection to heart disease and stroke, whether it's through families and friends, a coworker. We all know somebody affected by cardiovascular disease. My personal connection to the fight against the heart disease runs deep, as I remember my mother, once picture of vitality, her morning spent amidst the tranquility of her garden, her routine shattered by hypertension, a silent invader that transformed her into a warrior in a battle she never enlisted for. This indiscriminate adversary revealed itself without warning, shaking the foundation of our family. Her struggle with managing blood pressure, navigating medications, and overhauling her lifestyle mirrors the battle many parents endure. These experiences have carved a deep understanding within me of the immense challenges faced by those combating cardiovascular disease. So, partnering with American Heart Association, I'm committed to raising the clarion call against heart disease and hypertension. Enhancing awareness and outcomes for those like my mother is not just a tribute to their resilience. It's a proactive step toward equipping the next generation with the wisdom for a heart-healthy future. With heartfelt dedication, I embrace the mission to champion the AHA's vital efforts, fueled by a blend of personal conviction and a desire to inspire hope. This campaign isn't just a fight against a disease. It's a movement toward healing, awareness, and a commitment to long-term health for all.
Deanna, thank you for sharing that personal story. Tell me more about the Heart of Greater Washington campaign and your company's involvement in it.
Well, the Heart of Greater Washington campaign is a year-round campaign that unites individuals and companies across the DC metro area to raise life-saving funds for the American Heart Association that fuel innovations in cardiovascular science and advance health and hope for all. This campaign seeks to identify and remove barriers to equitable health with a focus on key health areas like nutrition security, CPR education, hypertension control, and more. And through the Heart of Greater Washington, supporters and companies will have opportunities throughout the year to learn about heart health and well-being and support the AHA in a variety of ways through hands-only CPR demonstrations, lunch and learns, and etc. And I want to tell you a little bit about SAIC. SAIC is a premier Fortune 500 technology integrator that has been focused on advancing the power of technology and innovation to serve and protect our world. And our robust portfolio of offerings across the defense space, civilian and intelligence markets include secure high-end solutions in mission IT, enterprise IT, engineering services, and professional services. We integrate emerging technology rapidly and securely into mission-critical operations that modernize and enable critical national imperatives. And I'll say that we are approximately 24,000 strong, driven by mission, united by purpose, and inspired by opportunities. SAIC is also an equal opportunity employer, fostering a culture of diversity, equity, and inclusion, which is core to our values and important to attract and retain exceptional talent. We're headquartered in Reston, Virginia, and we are a 7.4 billion organization. And I'll say that SAIC has been a partner to AHA, and over the course of the past couple of years, we have promoted and conducted CPR trainings amongst our workforce. We got moving as a team during the Hard Walk, led by SAIC team members with the goal of raising funds for American Heart Association. So the celebration of campaign is the fantastic Hardball, which will be held on April 5th, and we can't wait for that.
Wonderful. We'll come back to the heart ball in a minute. I wanted to mention this is a major milestone year for the American Heart Association, 100 years. How is it to be involved with the organization at this time in its history?
Well, yes, it's a remarkable achievement indeed. And I was sharing with AHA team, reflecting on the centennial of the American Heart Association fills me with awe. This organization's life-saving and life-enhancing work is part of our shared history. It makes me think how daunting it must have been to face heart disease a century ago, with a shadow of an uncertainty looming over the diagnosis. How fortunate are we to live in an era where the once unthinkable has been made possible? The pioneering spirit of the AHA has brought us breakthroughs like the first artificial heart valve and implantable pacemakers, fundamentally altering the narrative of heart disease and stroke. Consider this, Rachel. Over 5.7 billion has been funneled into cardiovascular research by AHA since 1949. That's a huge testament of unyielding commitment to our hearts. And within 15 Nobel Prize winning investigators backed by the association, we stand on the shoulders of giants as we look to the future. As we gear up for the AHA's next century in 2025, it's not just about health, it's about nurturing hope, a hope that blooms from the thought that maybe, just maybe, in the next 100 years, cardiovascular disease won't claim as many lives as it does today. Once a heart attack or stroke diagnosis was a bleak endpoint, but now we can envision a world where such conditions are no longer the leading health threat. The heartbeat of AHA's mission is stronger than ever. It's about bringing the improved health and boundless hope to every corner of the globe. Here's to another century of victories over heart disease and strokes.
Absolutely. Deanna, you mentioned the Heart Ball is on April 5th, 2025. Can you give us a sneak peek into what we can expect at this event?
That's right, Rachel. Greater Washington Region Hardball will be on April 5th in 2025, and we'll be back again at the beautiful Waldorf Astoria in Washington, D.C. Every year, the Hardball isn't just a gala. It's a gathering of hope, a collective resolve to turn the tide against cardiovascular disease. It's truly a celebration of life and the work that the American Heart Association. Our guests will enjoy an evening of exclusive live and silent auctions, dinner, dancing, tributes to survivors, and great program. At this event, you can expect an evening brimming with passion and purpose. We're planning a night that not only honors the strides we've made in the heart health, but also underscores the ongoing need for research, education, and community outreach. There will be engaging speakers who've been directly impacted by heart conditions, sharing their transformative stories. Their testimonies remind us why we come together to lend strength and support to those in the front lines of this fight. The Heart Ball will also showcase the advancements made possible by the American Heart Association's research and the lives that have been touched by their outreach. And of course, the event will offer the splendid blend of elegance, fine dining, and entertainment that attendees like those at WashingtonExec have come to cherish. So planning has started, and we want everyone to join us. As we look forward to an evening of commitment and companionship, let's remember that each ticket, each donation, and each story shared propels us closer to a future where heart health is within everyone's reach. I am thrilled to experience this with you and all who join us on April 5th. And together we're not just attendees, we're part of a powerful force for change.
So, how can people get involved?
The time is now to get involved in the Heart of Greater Washington campaign and Hardball. Talk to me, find me on LinkedIn, or go to the website dchardball.heart.org. And we're looking for sponsors and individuals to be part of our committees. But there are also so many important touch points around health that the American Heart Association does all year long. There are really so many ways to get involved. You can be part of events, attend them. There are events all year long. At SAIC, we have been involved with the Hardball and other events like the Hard Walk. It's been a great way to engage our workforce, to champion health and well-being. It's incredible to see your colleagues at our events or sharing how the programming and resources provided by the AHA have made a difference to them. So SAAC has enjoyed being part of the large group CPR trainings. The hard walk last November allowed us the opportunity to involve not only our employees, but our families as well. So I'll say that the AHA team helps develop programs that are right for your companies, for your organizations, to be part of a larger missions, one that is so important to all of us, our health and well-being. They make it easy for everyone to get involved, and I think helping to provide friends, families, co-workers, and the workforce with opportunities to achieve better health, it's so important.
Fantastic. Well, anything else you want us to know?
Well, Rachel, I am humbled by this opportunity to make a positive in the lives of many. The Hardball is more than an occasion. It's a vivid tapestry of life, woven from our collective stories of loss, triumph, and unyielding courage. Each thread represents a life altered, a future brightened, and a heart mended testaments to the unconquerable spirit that the American Heart Association embodies. The Hardball team is waiting for you to hear from you, and please visit www.dchardball.heart.org. Thank you.
Wonderful. Deanna, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your thoughts about the American Heart Association and what we can look forward to at the Heart Ball in April 2025. We'll talk again soon.
Thank you, Rachel.